So if you want to catch big eels, you've got to have the right kit for the job. I mean, standard kit is, this is a 30-pound class reel, you can use a 50. I've got 60-pound braid on here. I've got a 100-pound mono leader. Rod, that's 7 foot, 50-pound class. If you're going to use anything lighter than 50-pound class, then you're really sort of chancing it if you get a big eel on. But this thing will handle a ton uphill, no problem. When we get down to the rig, it's pretty simple stuff really. Onto my 100-pound leader, I've got a zip slider boom with a 1.5 pound or 2 pound lead, depending on the tide. Just a little bead there, just to protect the knot. And then here we go with a 250-pound mono trace, all the way down to a size 10.0 hook. And that's it. I mean, it can't really be much simpler than that. It's just a running leisure rig. We like to keep these traces around sort of 4-5 feet. And the only reason we do that is, we'll see later on, when the skipper's lifting the eels up to T-bar them off, he needs this to wrap round his hand sort of 4 or 5 times just to take the weight of the eel. One of the best baits for big conger eels is a mackerel flapper, and Royston here is going to show us how to prepare one.
Well, I'm going to stick the knife in there, get the right side, nice and all the way down the backbone.
All the way down the backbone. Essentially all you're doing here is just removing the backbone.
Pretty much, yeah.
And leaving 2 fillets attached to the head.
Stick that one in there, it goes down there like that.
Excellent.
Over. Get rid of the backbone.
Top job.
That nice.
Top job. So I guess it's called a flapper because when you stick it on your hook, and I mean this is the best way to do it, is under the chin, pop it up just between the eyes, like that. So when it sits in the tide, the 2 fillets waft in the tide. That's why it's called a flapper, and releases loads of scent. I guess if you didn't take the backbone out, you'd have quite a stiff bait with the rigor mortis and the tail fin on there as well, and the whole thing's just going to spin in the tide and just pretty much wreck your trace, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't want
So that's a streamlined bait, and it's just going to flatten nicely in the tide, release loads of scent, and hopefully that's going to catch me a conger.